Hey, welcome to our Veteran Voices episode 1 with John Miller Ross of Honor Their Sacrifice. Welcome, John.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
And first thing I want to talk about is how well the Central Illinois community has come about with non-veterans coming out to support veteran issues, veteran support, like yourself. And that's one thing that I've been amazed by. What possessed you to come out and help veterans not being a veteran yourself?
It all started with, finding my grandfather's grave that he was a veteran. And so when I went to go visit his stone, I couldn't read it. So I went and talked to the manager about, cleaning it. And he did that. And then I went through the whole process of figuring out what I needed to clean it, what materials. So when I did that, I submitted that to him, and showed him what I wanted to do. And he said that's exactly, how they clean their gravestones, and that's the only stuff they use is a D2. So went there, and I cleaned his, and his became so white compared to every other one around there. They were just so dingy. So I went back to him and talked to him, and I asked, what do I need to do to, start cleaning the rest of them? And he said, just the effort.
So it's fairly easy to get that permission to go in and do that stuff?
For Springdale Cemetery it is, yeah, but a lot of your other cemeteries, they want the insurance on it, they want everything else, and they want you to come in and submit, bids on it, which really doesn't make much sense because I'm not charging for this. But with Springdale, he just allowed us to come in because he knew that I was very passionate about wanting to get them clean. And then once I started doing that, then I started wanting to clean them all, and then I realized that I wasn't gonna be able to clean them all by myself. So it went from cleaning one to 2,200 that are there, and I think the last count was at about 1,400 that we cleaned.
Yeah, and I remember last Memorial Day you had a group of people sign up to help you do that. We were a part of that as well. It's pretty fun. How did you learn how to clean these?
YouTube videos. There's a guy. He's got a YouTube page called Honor Their DNA, and he does basically the same thing I do. He's actually ex-military. I think he was in the Navy, and so he does his own YouTube channel to show you how to clean them, and he basically walks you through every step by step, and then he actually tells you about that veteran and everything else, the name, their rank, and some of them he'll tell where their family is actually buried next to them. There was a mother that was buried next to their son because their son died in action, so they ended up burying them two together.
Oh, wow. Now, I noticed that you've also been trying to identify all the veterans in Springdale Cemetery and put them into a log so people can find them a lot easier.
Yeah, there's a page, it's called veteransgraves.com. So when I go and I try to take before pictures and after pictures, and then when I do that, you submit these pictures into this website. You put the pictures, before and after pictures in there. You put their rank, any history that they have, or any information about their life back then or current.
And can I get updated by the family members, or is that strictly just the person that is authorized to make that update?
No, I update it, and then anybody can go in and view it. You can suggest an update on it. And
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So how often are you going out now doing the grave cleanings?
I try to do it every couple weeks at least. Work's been really busy. We've been working 60 hours a week, so
Sure.
Try to make time for that and try to go out and do that. But we're not as big as we were last year. It's mainly been me, my wife, and daughter. We go out and we'll clean some, and then on a Sunday or something, and just do it that way for now until we can kind of get our schedule slowed down.
Now, do you have future plans on bringing more people back like we did last Memorial Day?
I'm hoping maybe sometime in August or something that I can get more on that and get more people out there. And we actually picked a different part of the cemetery where it's not as hot, so we got more shade so I can get more volunteers in there. Last year we started doing some, and the heat was just so unbearable at times, so we tried to move it up to another part of the cemetery. The one cemetery that we did, part of the cemetery that we completed, which was called Soldier's Hill. So there was 1,000 graves there that me and the volunteers had cleaned.
Oh, great. So we're still going to be in Springdale Cemetery.
Springdale.
In just a different section of it, correct?
Yep. Yeah,
That's really not a fully designated veteran area?
No,
but just veteran graves within
Yeah.
the regular community?
Yeah, so they're actually the one I'm in. A lot of them is more Civil War, Civil War gravestones. They're the older cemetery, older veterans. So we're up there, and it's like I said, it's all shaded and everything else. So we're gonna be more comfortable this time.
That's great. That's great. Also, so how long did it take you to find this chemical to use to clean the graves?
Not long at all. Just like I said, I went started looking online, and I found the guy that does honor their DNA, and he basically walks you through everything. He gives you a list of everything that he uses on the gravestones, down to like brooms and everything else, little shovels, trawling shovels, just to clean around them. So, and he has D2, and that's the only thing that you should use on these gravestones, because bleach will actually deteriorate it, and it'll just start to break down and turn into like sand granules.
Oh, great. So I noticed last time we were out there also you had these kits made up.
Yep.
What does a kit really consist of, and how much that usually costs you to provide that kit?
The kit consists of I use bamboo skewers to get into like the letters and their D2, water, toothbrushes, regular brushes. That's pretty much it, and like brooms and stuff like that. The kit's probably about $5 to $6 a piece for material, and we usually make up. Last time I think we made 30 kits.
Oh, nice.
And we actually used them all that time too.
So when we do this again, you'll probably need more kits to become available, correct?
Yep. And like I said, we were trying to build up the kits and make sure, we have enough. Just stay on top of all the material that we need, so we're not waiting behind trying to order stuff. We'll always have it. So the cleaner, I usually buy it 5 gallons at a time.
Nice. So the other thing I got a question about is, what was the feedback from veterans seeing the work that you've done by cleaning these grave sites?
I was very grateful. I've had a couple veterans that were kind of teary-eyed and just grateful that somebody was out there actually cleaning these veterans' graves that weren't clean for, I would say probably 10, 20 years. I mean,
yeah.
I'm just kind of guessing at that, but it was a long enough time to where you couldn't read anything on almost all of them, except for your fairly new graves that were put in.
Now, was it also a group of veterans from a specific era that you had more feedback than others, or has it just been all over the board?
It's all over the board. I mean, veterans are very thankful and grateful for what you do for them, and it should be like that, though. I mean, you should want to help a veteran, and you shouldn't want anything back from them. You just should want to help them. They helped you by going and fighting and serving our country. So, I never served, so this is my opportunity to serve the veterans.
Excellent, excellent. So the other question I got is also based on feedback. How was the public feedback, along with the Springdale Cemetery feedback?
The public feedback was amazing. I was on a couple shows. I did a couple interviews for WEEK. I was on talk radio for, I believe it was New York. So
nice.
I was on and also the Craig Collins show.
I was going to suggest that show also.
Sorry.
Well, that's great. That's great.
But yeah, they're very thankful, and I love being able to do that, and just seeing that they're, just to see the look on their face, it's unbelievable.
So it's been very satisfying for you as well?
It's very satisfying.
So, I mean, I know we talk about things being therapeutic. Is it somewhat therapeutic for you as well?
Yeah, so there's times when I go out and I do it by myself. I'll just take my earbuds and my cleaner and put my earbuds in, and I just go. Like, I block everything out. So.
Do you ever sit there and think when you see a name on there or a date, what that person might have looked like back then?
Yeah.
And what that person's
especially
been
when you
through?
start looking at the year.
Yeah.
And you're looking at the year, and it's saying 1840 or 1820 when they were born, and they fought 1860s, and it's like, and like just the uniforms, and like even like the way they had to live. Like, it's not like this. We can't just go to a grocery store.
Right.
It's like they had to grow their food, hunt their food, and stuff like that. It wasn't just that easy. It wasn't easy for them.
Some of that was what was for me whenever I was there cleaning, is I'd look at the name and I'd kind of look of course, I tried to find the Navy guys, but anyway, just trying to think about what those guys went through in battle and how they lived. How how was their life when they left? How was it when they, or if they didn't come home?
Yeah.
How their families reacted, things like that. Were you ever in contact with anybody, any families from any of those that you've cleaned?
No, maybe one, but a lot of them. I mean, a lot of them were, the families aren't out there, or a lot of them, the families have moved on. So there's not families to come back and take care of the graves and stuff like that. But if you go out there to some of the newer ones, you'll see like the care that's taking care of those, because they do have current family that's alive and out, and that comes and visits them.
Oh, great. So moving forward, how do they get a hold of you if they wanted to come out or volunteer to do a section for you, or a couple grave sites for you?
They can visit Honor Their Sacrifice on Facebook. Also, we have Honor Their Sacrifice.us. It's my website. They can visit me there. They can message me on Facebook, and I will return their messages promptly.
That's great. I look forward to doing it again. That was a really good time. So.
Yeah, we love it, and it was great having you guys out there. You guys came out, I believe it was on Memorial Day, cooked hot dogs and stuff like that. It was awesome. Like,
I had a great time.
It's nice seeing that all the volunteers, doing all this work, and then they got to take a break, and you guys were able to feed them. So.
And the work wasn't hard.
No, it's not hard.
It's just a matter of getting
some
out there
elbow grease.
Sure.
I mean, if you can clean your dishes, you can clean a grave.
Right. What if we don't clean our dishes? We've got a lot of learning to do, right?
I hope you got a dishwasher.
Well, great. That's great talking to you. We'll go take a break now, and we'll come back at you.
Sounds good.
You're listening to a Pods Loaded Media product. Have you ever dreamed of getting your voice heard and building your own audience of listeners? Pods Loaded Media can make it happen. Give us a call today at 312-870-0020 or visit us online at podsloadedmedia.com. That's 312-870-0020 or podsloaded.com. Pods Loaded Media. Let's get your voice out there.
Hey, Craig Collins here. If you've listened to me at all anywhere that I've been, you know that I love the VFW in Peoria Heights. There's a bunch of reasons why I love it. They are now actually doing a Veteran Voices show live every Friday, hosted by Commander Chad Bailey and Quartermaster Eric Thurman of the VFW in Peoria Heights. You can go in, enjoy a drink, say hi to the staff like Jen and Trish and everybody else there. Jess is awesome on the weekend. Matt's kind of crazy. There's a bunch of people there. You'll love getting to chat with Donnie at the bar. Those are just some of the reasons that most people love going to the VFW in the Heights. The food is awesome. Say hi to Ray. The biggest reason I love it is how philanthropic they are, how much they give back. So if you go to the VFW in the Heights, 1505 East Lake Avenue in Peoria Heights, 1505 East Lake Avenue, realize that the money you're spending having fun at a bar is going to go to help people. They're a 501(c) charity, so anything they get beyond what keeps the doors open at the bar actually goes back into our community and back into veteran-related causes. The VFW in Peoria Heights, absolutely one of my favorite places to go.
Looking for top quality home exterior services? Since 1999, All About Gutters, a family-owned business, has been serving Central Illinois with pride. AAG, quality is our focal point. We offer the best in gutters, leaf-proof, screen, and more. Our products are locally sourced to ensure superior quality and control. No job is too big or too small for All About Gutters. Call them today at 309-682-2100 or visit allaboutgutters.com. Your house is our house at AAG.
Welcome back to Veteran Voices. We are here at the Pekin VFW, post 1232. I'm Eric Thurman, host of Veteran Voices, and we're here with John Miller-Ross of Honor Your Sacrifice. So John, we've talked a lot about Honor Their Sacrifice. Let's talk a little bit about the VFW.
Okay.
At the Peoria Heights is where we are based out of. And your time there, how would you explain to other people what that VFW is like for you?
Very friendly. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody talks to everybody. We just go over there and visit, talk to the veterans. It's good to talk to the veterans and kind of listen to them about their stories and that they've had when they were in the service.
Are you amazed at some of the stuff that they do for the public, the community, and veterans organizations?
Yeah. I mean, it's so they've been really good with me, for one, with my organization, Honor Their Sacrifice. I mean, they've made tremendous donations to us so we can clean the veterans' graves. So, and I know they do it for Boy Scouts and everything else. So it's just amazing to see an organization help, especially a nonprofit organization, help nonprofits and just other people throughout the community. I mean, VFW in the Heights is just, it's big for the Heights. Everybody knows the VFW in the Heights.
That's always a good thing. We're always trying to push for that kind of atmosphere to make sure people know that we're out there to help.
Yeah.
That's what we should have done.
Karaoke there?
Huh. Have we sang karaoke at the old VFW?
Not me.
I have. I've been coerced to do it once in a while. Some songs are not on my favorite list, but that's okay. We do that every first and fourth Friday of the month. But yeah, we do a lot of things there, a lot of activities. I don't know how much more you've actually participated there. But we have some fun. We do stuff with the Pekin VFW on Mondays. We have a combined drawing. We call it a popsicle stick drawing. It's free for people to join. And it bumps up every $100 every week if it hasn't been hit. You got to be present to win. Things like that. So
That's interesting.
we also have a Red Shirt Friday that we do for $50. Got to wear a red shirt to be entered in that one. But
Now, what's that do?
that's for remember everyone deployed.
Okay.
So kind of an awareness that there are still people deployed throughout the world, and we're going to remember those people.
Oh, that's amazing.
So
Hey guys, how you doing? It's Craig Collins here, and I'm speaking into your microphone, which is why it's so awkwardly close. But I was also thinking that maybe you should go do Extreme Bingo on Sunday.
hey.
You want to talk a little bit about Extreme Bingo?
Extreme Bingo.
And the amazing host of Extreme Bingo, somebody named Craig.
yes, we have Extreme Bingo now. It's fairly new. One of our hosts is Mr. Craig Collins, and I like how he jumped right in there to advertise that spot. That was pretty great. But he does call. He does a lot of things. He intermingles with the crowd. So if you're a Craig Collins fan, come out and see him. If you're not, come out and see him and throw stuff at him. Hey, either way, come out and see him.
We'll get the tomatoes out.
Yeah, we got tomatoes. We'll bring the tomatoes for you. I'm sure somebody will have some kind of donation from their garden. We can find things to throw. But yeah, we got some neat stuff going on at the VFW
Interesting.
there.
I might have to try that out.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's free to play.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's free to play. There's prizes given away.
So what kind of prizes?
Oh, there's it could be the smallest thing, it could be the largest thing. There's all different kinds. Mr. Craig Collins could tell you a little bit more about that since he's the host of that. All we do is we sign the paperwork. Mr. Craig makes it fun for everybody. So, but yeah, we do have Extreme Bingo, and I think it's extreme because Craig Collins is involved. It's regular bingo if he's not. So, but yeah, so we got some stuff like that going on. We got drink specials all the time going on.
Can't go wrong with the drink special.
No, and I know you're not a veteran, but if you can find a veteran who's served in a combat zone and has a ribbon for that or a medal, send them our way. We'd love to have them as a member. Membership is very important due to the fact that a member gives us an extra arguing or bargaining power in Washington, D.C. for our benefits.
Nice.
That's what a lot of people understand. You don't have to come to every meeting, but as long as you're a member, we get those numbers in Washington, D.C. to give us that push for our benefits.
Yeah.
So some pretty neat stuff. Anything else you can talk about it from the VFW standpoint?
I'm very, actually very proud of the VFW with the honor flight. Like, you guys do so much for the honor flight. It's tremendous. Like, I've never seen anybody do so much for them.
Yeah.
You guys have your bus that you guys go pick up veterans, take them to the
Early in the
airport.
morning, mind you.
Yeah, and then bring them back. So, I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that's a good-
dedication.
That's a good time for. I'm usually one that volunteers for that spot. I put in about a 28-hour day usually on that day, but it's very well worth it. Great people to deal with. Matter of fact, I got contacted by them today. They're doing a penguin flight, and as you know, penguins don't fly.
Yeah.
So since penguins don't fly, they're basically a non-flight type of ceremony to take the veterans out to the local memorials here in Peoria.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So-
I've seen a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we're going to use our bus to do that, and we're going to take groups of 22 to 24 people at a time, and we'll start at the Civic Center and visit all the different war memorials throughout the Peoria area, and then bring them back for a dinner.
You know, I just realized that I can actually talk into this microphone in front of me.
Oh,
even if I'm
great.
not.
Oh, gosh.
Even if I'm not on the camera and talk to you guys. I just realized I got a producer mic all set up.
This is
by
great.
accident. Yeah.
playing
The
God.
Penguin Flight's amazing, by the way. The Penguin Flight sounds awesome. Luke Rosenbaum, the CEO, president of Honor Flight, just jumped in and said it's going to be great.
You got Yvonne saying whoop whoop. Yvonne Rosenbaum too. They just took that over. A couple other things for you, Eric, from people jumping in. Tanya said Post 2602 is the absolute best in town.
Great.
It's awkward. We're sitting at the peak in VFW. Don't throw shots too hard, guys. Both are great, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
well, we are partnered with the Pekin VFW to try to show and promote that VFWs don't have to be against each other. We're here for the same cause. We're here to help each other. We're here to help veterans as a whole. And if one person needs help standing up, if we fall down, they would be there to help us stand up. And it doesn't matter which VFW, we just happen to partner with Pekin. We just gel so well together with this group. And we just caught them at a good time, and they caught us at a good time. And we have a very great partnership with them, and we're doing this together.
Another question that just came in as a message on our Facebook page, and you guys all following us there, thank you for being a part of this. It feels like it's something that's unique to both of you guys. John needed a lot of collaboration, a lot of people to come together to help clean the graves. The VFW seems to believe in that. A lot of veteran organizations believe in that, helping each other. Talk a little bit about why it's so much easier to not be competitive in that world than another world.
Well, in my opinion, if everybody does a little bit, no single organization or person has to do a lot. As we know, everybody's cash strapped, what have you. But if we can all pitch in a little bit, we can make the big things happen. And that's my take, and I'm sure John's going to agree on this independent type organization side of it as well. I'll let you speak on that.
Yeah, I mean, if we spend less time competing and more time just trying to figure out how to solve problems, then it'll be a better world. I mean, there's no point of, two VFWs competing against each other when we can work together.
Yeah, just think of the area of coverage right now. We got Peoria Heights, which basically covers the city of Peoria, Peoria Heights. You got Pekin, which has a large area coverage. Both of us together can share resources and get the information to veterans that might need that help. So it's a good resource outcast, I guess you could call it, to where we can go to find a single point of reference to get information out, to fundraise together, to support each other, give veterans a place to go, not just one location. You get bored with one, come over, check out the other one. We all operate a little bit different, but we're here for the same cause, for the veteran itself.
Nice. Now, as the producer of the show, I also have to let us know we got to take one more break to pay the bills. Is that okay, Eric?
Hey, let's take a break.
All right, we'll take one more break and be back in just a second after this. Veteran Voices from the VFW live in Pekin.
You're listening to a Pods Loaded Media product. Have you ever dreamed of getting your voice heard and building your own audience of listeners? Pods Loaded Media can make it happen. Give us a call today at 312-870-0020 or visit us online at podsloadedmedia.com. That's 312-870-0020 or podsloaded.com. Pods Loaded Media. Let's get your voice out there.
Hey to all my dog lovers out there, do you remember the first time you got a puppy? If it was like me, you got one under the Christmas tree when you were a little kid. Or maybe you remember the first time that you got a puppy for your family as an adult and your kids went crazy when they realized that this dog was staying with them. The power of a pet, the power specifically of a dog, cannot be understated. And if you're a veteran in need, Freedom Paws Service Dogs is an organization that trains dogs specifically to help with all the different things that our heroes struggle with after they come home, after they've fought to protect our country. Freedom Paws Service Dogs is located in Chillicothe. Their phone number is 309-232-8942. That's 309-232-8942. If you want to help give the gift that has meant a lot to so many families, and you want to also help heroes that defended your freedom, Freedom Paws Service Dogs in Chillicothe, never walk alone. Help our veterans today.
Hey, Central Illinois, looking for that perfect shave? Visit the Shave Rooms, where kings are groomed. Our expert barbers provide top-notch grooming services using premium products in a relaxing, upscale environment. From classic shaves to modern cuts, we have it all. Treat yourself to a grooming experience like no other. Visit the Shave Rooms today and leave looking and feeling your best. Book your appointment today at shaverooms.com. The Shave Rooms, where kings are groomed.
Post number 1232. You're listening to Veteran Voices. I am the new host, Eric Thurman, and we're we're going to be doing this every Friday. So around 6:30ish, you can expect us to be on the air live somewhere at all different media outlets. What to expect? You never know. Come check it out. We have different people coming in as guests. We have different topics we'll be talking about. If you're a person out there that would like for us to actually do a broadcast from your location, your business or organization, reach us on Facebook and we'll see what we can do. We can set that up for you. And thanks for listening today. It's been a great time. Thank you, John, for coming in with Honor Their Sacrifice. And we hope to see you next go-round.
Hey, great job to Eric Thurman, too, for hosting this episode of the show. Kicked butt. See you guys next time.